Now this evapotranspiration was there. In this evapotranspiration, what are those factors which affects the evapotranspiration? And the same question that in a previous class we discussed about factors affecting evaporation, and those factors will carry over here. Therefore we will consider the first one is the weather condition. Weather parameters means the principal weather parameters affect the evapotranspiration. They are radiations. As the radiation is more, evaporation is more. Air temperature is more. Okay, air temperature is more means evaporation is more, right? And humidity is more means evaporation is less. Humidity more means evaporation less. Wind speed is more means evapotranspiration is less, more, you know. This one you can remember. And this is the same thing which we discussed in the evaporation. The same thing we are carrying here, evapotranspiration. Next, there are some other parameters, crop factors also. Say for example, crop type, variety of the crop, development stage, how it is developing. Say for this your javar and all, they will come quickly, but when you take a bamboo will not come very quickly, you know. They go deeper and deeper. Later, after many months, they will come outside, you know. Therefore development stage also considered, should be considered when assessing the evapotranspiration from crops growing in large well managed fields. And the difference in resistance to transpiration, crop height, crop roughness, reflection, ground cover, and rooting characteristic results in different ET levels in different type of crops under identical environmental condition. Means evapotranspiration in Belgium with different crops will be different. Okay, someone is growing wheat, someone is growing sugar cane. Then sugar cane field will have a different evapotranspiration, but and wheat field will also have a different evapotranspiration, because there are many factors are there: crop height, crop roughness, reflection, ground cover, crop rooting, you know. There are many things are there. Okay, two factors are major. Now the third very major and very important characteristic is management. Who is managing that sugarcane juice, sugarcane field? Say for example, person A, he has a 2 acre of sugarcane that field, and person B is also having a sugarcane field. But A is a very good farmer who is managing very good, but B is a very bad farmer whose management is not good. Then again the loss of water, the utilization of water matters here. Therefore, the first one, it is said that factors such as soil salinity, means salt or minerals in the soil, poor land fertility, limited application of fertilizers, the presence of hard, impenetrable soil horizons, and absence of control of diseases, pests, and poor soil management may lead crop development and reduce the evapotranspiration. Understood? Means there are many things. The soil minerals you have to maintain, land fertility you need to maintain. These are all not maintained by the climate. Climate will also maintain, but the person who is managing that field, he also take care of so many things to control that evapotranspiration. The other factors considered when assessing ET are ground cover, very important. Ground cover, plant density, and soil water content. Okay, say for example, here you are growing the wheat, and the space between the wheat might be about 1 feet or 2 feet, and in between you will put the farmers, they will put some other crops, you know, minor crops they call minor crops, so that the entire land they will cover it in a green. Entire land will be covered as a green if you see from the top. Then what happens? The evapotranspiration or transpiration reduces. You are utilizing the complete water. Okay, like that. The effect of soil water content, ET is conditioned primarily by the magnitude of water deficit and type of soil. Okay, then the other on the other hand, too much water will result in water logging. Means what they say, that if you are maintaining the field water content, say some particular water content if you are maintaining, then you can control evapotranspiration. it doesn't mean that you supply more amount of water and make water logged that area, water is jammed in that area, so that it will harm your plants also. Therefore you need to maintain a water in such a way that it should be near to field capacity. Then evapotranspiration will be under your control. You can estimate and you can manage that one. Right? These are the factors affecting evapotranspiration. If you have anything, any points, if you want to discuss, you can ask me.